Welcome back. It's been a gloomy Tuesday so far. We have a lot of cloud cover out there over the lake right now. You can see just clouds galore. We're not really seeing any rainfall. We saw a couple of sprinkles in the metro earlier, but most of that rain is to the west of us. It's kind of dissipating as it tries to push its way towards the northeast. Could see some sprinkles on the north shore in a bit, but most of those stronger storms staying down along the coast and offshore for the most part. Maybe a couple sprinkles of rain in Grand Isle and Port Fourchon just a bit ago, but those now are just off the coast down by the mouth of the river as well. Maybe a few sprinkles in parts of the river parishes as these sheets of rain try to make their way towards the northeast. So we'll continue to watch that. None of this is heavy rainfall, though, maybe just sprinkles at best. And it's keeping our temperatures down. It's noon. We're already seeing temperatures in the 80s, but we haven't climbed much above that for most of us, in the mid 80s. Mouth of the river is still pretty hot, almost in the 90s down there where they're seeing that sunshine. But for the rest of us, that cloud cover keeping us on the cooler side. So muggy meter, still very muggy out there. So it feels like temperatures are pretty high considering our temperatures are so low, because it is still feeling hot out there with that mugginess. But throughout the rest of the afternoon, we'll continue to see those clouds. We will stay around the mid 80s. I'm not thinking we're going to heat up much. We won't see a lot of sunshine, and then we'll fall back down into the low 80s for this evening. And here's that cloud cover right now. Lots of clouds. These are high-level clouds as well as those mid-level clouds, so really blocking that solar radiation. A bit more sun down towards southern Plaquemines Parish there, but we're not really going to see a lot of shower activity because all of that solar radiation is being blocked by that cloud cover. So maybe a few sprinkles down in the far southern parts of Plaquemines Parish. Then tomorrow we start to clear up a bit, coastal showers at first. And you can see that cloud cover is pushed to the east. So we're starting to see a different flow into tomorrow. This is going to come from the north now as this low pressure system moves to the east of us. And the same story Thursday. Once again, that storm motion from the north. And this is fueled by daytime heating. So you can see later in the day is when we'll start to see those storms activate in the late afternoon to early evening. Similar story for Wednesday and Thursday as well. And you can see that counterclockwise motion. That is that low pressure. Most of that rain is going to be the east along the Florida Gulf Coast there. For us, though, we still could see some higher totals of rainfall as we head into the end of the week. Some of us could see over an inch of rain, but definitely going to be seeing a wetter pattern as we head onto that low pressure by the end of the week. And you can see that cloud street starting to push towards the east more. It was sitting over Texas, now pushing more so into the Louisiana, and it's going to continue to make its eastward movement into the later parts of the week. And then it sort of picks up to the north. You can see all of that moisture there moving into Florida and Georgia, but on the back side of that low, that's where we could see that storm motion coming from the north into the later parts of this week. But then look at this. Into the weekend, dry slot there, and then by the beginning of the week, we might see those humidity values dipping down. We have a cold front on the way heading in from the plains. So hopefully we do get the effects of that, but at least it will dry out our rain chances. Friday going to be pretty high still, but into the weekend, we start to see things shaping up, as well as on Monday when that front starts to approach. So low pressure over us. We start to see that closed low form. That's why we have all that counterclockwise motion. And then the jet stream really dips down once we head into next week. And that's when we're going to see possibly a frontal boundary dropping our humidity levels into next week. So that is good news. We have nothing going on in the tropics right now in the Gulf. That's also good news. We're just looking at that increase in rain chance into Friday. And then, Liz, it looks like the weekend we could see more sunshine. It's been a cloudy week.
It has been a cloudy week. It would be nice to see the sun stick around a bit longer.
But at least we don't have widespread rain chances today, so it is keeping it cooler.
Not complaining. Thanks a lot there. Well, the